Alright, what's up, YouTube? Episode 3. Um, alright, here's my piece of advice in this episode. Alright, if you don't believe in casual sex, then you don't believe in casual sex. Pure and simple. Alright? Because some people, honestly, they don't have an emotional attachment with sex. Sometimes I think it's bullshit, but you know what? Some people just don't. So they can have casual sex. But for the vast majority of people, there is the emotional component along with sex. Pure and simple. You know, I've heard a lot of black chicks talking about, well, if I don't give it up, he's not going to like me. It's not even about him liking you. It's just about you being true to yourself. And you being fair to yourself. I'm not even trying to preach, but it doesn't make any sense. It's like saying I want to kick it with these guys, but in order for me to kick it with these guys, I have to steal and smoke weed. I don't do that. I have to be true to myself. Pure and simple. And honestly, I've never heard a guy, whether it's black, white, I don't care, I've never heard a guy say that, oh, he wants to be with this chick because she gave it up. Honestly, it's more of a negative than anything to turn a guy away because he got it so easily. And quite frankly, you wouldn't want a guy who's all about sex anyways. And I know you guys have heard this plenty of times before, but it doesn't get you anywhere. Like, I would understand if you won points and it helped out, but it doesn't really help. So at the end of the day, he ends up getting what he wants and you end up losing. So it doesn't really benefit you at all. Seriously. It just is what it is. I mean, I don't believe in casual sex, so I don't do it. I have friends who believe in it, and they do it. But as far as women go, I don't know too many women who don't have an emotional attachment to sex. Really, I don't. And most dudes who act like they don't have one are really lying, to be honest with you. So, if it's not something you want to do, then don't do it. Because I feel like if you don't have an emotional attachment to sex, then shit, you might as well go be a porn star. Honestly. Because so many people do. I feel like the vast majority do have an they make an emotional connection with sex. And if you don't, you might as well make money off of it and go do porn. Alright? No man with integrity is going to make you do something you don't want to do. Pure and simple. You don't have to pass a series of tests. Or are you going to pass the sex test? Like, it's not a test. People don't do that. Because that's just who you are. Like, if you don't feel comfortable with it, then you know what? Don't do it. It's one of those things where it's just like, sometimes I feel like you guys don't open up your eyes and understand what's going on. Because no woman has ever won points for sleeping with a man. Like, that doesn't go into factoring what's going on, honestly. If a man truly, truly wants to be with you on some serious shit, you trying to give it up doesn't win you any points. And if he forces you to give it up as far as, oh, you know what, you gotta do it, not in terms of rape, but in terms of pressuring you, he don't really want to be with you. Because it's clear that you don't want to do it. Pure and simple. So I'm not trying to, tell women not to do it or to do it. I'm just more letting you know that figure out if you have an emotional attachment with sex. Pure and simple. If you're for casual sex, then you know what? Go ahead and do what you have to do. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not, you're not. And don't let people convince you that you are, because you end up getting hurt. Trust me. I used to think that I wasn't, but I learned that I was, so you know what? I don't, have casual sex, and I'm not embarrassed to say so. I can care less. And I've seen what happens to girls who act like, they believe in casual sex if they really don't. Like, I've seen them fall hard. Not even trying to be funny. I've seen them fall and, go through some shit that, honestly, I don't wish anybody to go through. And I didn't even like these chicks. As far as personality, I didn't really care for them. But it sucks seeing what happened to them and the plight that they had to take. Alright? So think about it and figure out where you stand.